So I still have the president's speech here, and it's worth emphasizing some areas for the purpose of our listeners. When the president spoke about how to grow 24-hour economy, how to make 24-hour economy.
And I'll come to that. I think one of the key planks was the agri sector. And I think that was the first part that facilitated. But on the point you just made about transforming Ghana into an export-led economy, I see that on page 24, you make that point in the document. It says it aims to transition Ghana from an export-oriented industrial country. And I know you're a student of history, so I need to ask you this. You know, we've been talking about the Guggisberg economy for 100 years, which in essence was to say, let's transition from there and turn this country around into one that is exactly what we are proposing. Almost every government in the last 100 years since Guggisberg was the governor in 1919 have tried and failed. I mean, why should we believe that this will be different when so many before you have tried and failed this? What is different about this? Evans, as I indicated, for President John Mahama, the risk of acting far more outweighs the risk of failing to act. So for him today is to lay the foundation to transition Ghana's economy to run 24 hours. And for him again, it is not just about the shift in time, whether you are working 8 hours or 6 hours. It is energizing the productive sectors of our economy, revitalizing manufacturing and industry, boosting agri productivity, agro-processing and food sovereignty, harnessing Ghana's rich creative culture and tourism assets, improving logistics. So when I said that, the president said that government would be an enabler. What kind of enabling environment? I just give you 3 practical examples that I heard Guggisberg discuss with the president. You have a company in Tema that probably can employ 100 to 200 or even 500 to 1,000 persons. But their complaint is road access and network to the factory side. Access to water and electricity is their bane. So government as an enabler will provide this for that factory in order that it can employ the 500 to 1,000 persons. That will generate employment. So government is not going to lead. From Guggisberg, what has failed for Ghana was the dominance of the state and the state itself attempting to be the private sector of Ghana. No, under the President Mahama 24-hour initiative, the government would only be an enabler and a facilitator, but this initiative will be private sector led and private sector dominated. That is why he said that the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund will make partnership based on public-private partnership to support the private sector to deliver on any aspect of the areas that we intend to make build, show, or connect 24, whether in logistics or warehousing, ports and energy or digital infrastructure, a private sector person can lead. Government will provide the needed incentives for the private sector to lead the 24-hour economy.